let's see what Helton can do now against Braden Looper.
Rarely have they had productive outs. They're not getting the timely hitting. They're not getting a lot of little things that they did a year ago to make themselves the National League champions. They have very good players. They just haven't collectively put it together. And then their pitching staff has struggled on top of it.
Here's Todd Helton, who was signed through 2011. This time last year, there was talk of Helton being with the Boston Red Sox. But he has been a mainstay since being the 8th overall pick in 1995. And against the Cardinals this season, 6 for 16 with an RBI and 2 doubles. His average overall at .279. 3 home runs, 11 driven in. Runners at first and second. Rockies half of the first. Strike one.
It's one of Todd's best months, so you got to be careful. Very dangerous hitter.
What a job Dave Duncan has done with this revamped pitching staff, as the Cardinals starters statistically could not have gotten much worse from a year ago. They were awful.
But they got an awful lot of valuable experience. Looper, his first year in the rotation after a career as a reliever, and a successful one. Now, you know, I mean, he won a career high 12 games last year. Now he thinks he's a starter.
Todd Wellemeyer. I mean, Wellemeyer is a huge success story with this team too.
Guy that was released from the Kansas City Royals bullpen, moves into the Cardinals rotation, and you know was intriguing enough to bring him back and to think that he would, you know, would compete at least for a spot in that rotation.
2-1 pitch. Help in the air to center. Ankiel with room. Gets back, settles under it, and he'll fire into third base. And what a throw! Oh, goodness, what a play from Rick Ankiel on the fly to third. And he gets one of the fastest runners in the game in Willie Taveras. Wow! What a cannon from number 24.
Nice deke by Troy Glass, standing there giving the impression that it's not going to be a throw or a play.
Oh, right on the bag. Friday night, get a look around the major leagues. It's 5-2 Cardinals over Colorado. It's the baseball report, covering every team all season long. Highlights, interviews, and analysis you don't get anywhere else. It's the baseball report. We'll be in Milwaukee. Coverage begins at 5:30. Our hour-long pregame show at 6, and then the play-by-play coming up at 7. Here's Rick Ankiel against Corpus, former closer. Started the season for the Rockies, 5-2 Cardinals here in the 8th. Some finals already in the National League. Pittsburgh over San Francisco 12-6. Atlanta beats San Diego 5-3. Florida blanks Milwaukee 3-0. And the Cubs, as Al told you, beat Cincinnati by the score. 3-0. Zambrano with the win in that game. And for those of you that didn't see that article in USA Today, there was some talk about Ken Griffey Jr. maybe being traded from Cincinnati. And one of the places that he talked about was finishing up his career with the team that he started with, the Seattle Mariners. Griffey is not lobbying for a trade, and Walt Jocketty was asked about it before the game tonight. He said, you know, we haven't approached him, but that doesn't mean we wouldn't do it.
He has a $16 million option
and a $4 million buyout too. He's a player with 10 years of experience in the majors and 5 with the same team, so he has the final say. 10-5. One and 2 the count on Rick Ankiel. Colorado not the only team that has had problems with their closer. Ned Yost was saying prior to their game tonight, their loss, that they are going to stick with Eric Gagne, despite the fact he's off to a real rough start.
That's what general manager Fred Melvin was quoted yesterday of saying that.
Two-two pitch to Ricky Ankiel. And Ankiel drives it into deep right field, and this ball is gone. On the road, and Ankiel hits a home run. Number 6 for Rick. His second base hit of the night extends the lead to 6-2.
Vast majority of his career home runs have been at Busch Stadium. A 6 home run here this season. And that to me is real important to pile on and give a little more insurance for Looper. Look at him sling that ball down there, and it's going to stay down, but look at Rick go down and get it and lifts it into the second deck.
He's had quite a night. A couple of base hits and the defensive play of the game out in center field. Molina, base hit into right. His first base hit. 3 hits last night, his 4th in this series. For those of you that are just tuning in, we did this earlier, but Ricky Ankiel with, truly out one of the great throws this season from any of the games we've seen so far. Molina had one on Sunday night from behind home plate, but this one was eye-popping as well. Ankiel throwing out Willie Taveras, trying to tag up from second to third.
And that's what made it the exceptional effort, because Taveras, a guy with phenomenal speed, was on at second base trying to tag up. Let's take a look at it. Rears back and just fires a strike. Troy Glass trying to deke Taveras, and the throw right there is sliding right into the cup, and Taveras couldn't believe it.
Here's Looper, who leads the National League in sacrifices with 4.
I've seen better throws from right fielders.
Clemente, even a Mark Whitten, if you want to talk about the Cardinals. Larry Walker had a cannon.
Oh yeah, Larry had an exceptional arm.
Who was the best arm that you saw, you think?
Well, I saw Clemente, and I mean there was a lot of guys that had good arms.
Off of Corpus's glove, and they're still going to turn 2. Concentration out there from the second baseman of the Rockies. That's a nice play. That's 1, 4, 6, 3 in the double play.
It's 3 double plays turned by the Rockies. The Cardinals have turned 2.
Upcoming schedule for St. Louis. These are the games on FSN Midwest. Wednesday, Thursday. Right here on FSN. Friday night as well. And then the Monday game will be on FSN in Milwaukee. And then we're back home. Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay come to town. And then we head out west for San Diego and the Dodgers.
You know who I'm looking forward to seeing that weekend against Tampa Bay? George Hendrick.
That's right, Silent George.
Silent George is first base coach for the Rays. Sturis, another multi-hit game. Joe McGrain, television broadcaster. Dwayne Statz, originally from Alton, Illinois, as the play-by-play man.
Base hit for Sturis, his second hit, and here's Brian Barton.
And a lot of young talent, right?
Oh man. How about Kazmir, who led the American League in strikeouts last year? Want to win the ticket game? Go to StubHub.com. It's fast and easy. StubHub, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Cardinals. Lagoria is another player that we're going to see, their third baseman. 0-1 pitch to Barton. At some point, with all these high draft picks, it's got to come together for Tampa Bay. Agreed? I mean, at some point, it's got to happen.
Yeah. But Joe Madden, their manager, you know, I was impressed with him when I first met him on Mike Scioscia's California Angels staff. Well, what are they called today?
Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and also it's the Tampa Bay
Rays.
No D word.
Yeah,
just Rays.
No. I'm sure that guy, you know, probably could do a dissertation.
And that guy is Jim Hayes.
That guy.
That's what you're calling Jim Hayes now. That guy.
Yeah, he's stooped to that level.
I thought Brent was on your bad side, but apparently it's Jim again. Swing and a miss by Barton. And he strikes out. Home run by Ankiel extends the lead. Let's take a look at our game recap here on FSM Midwest. And our game recaps are brought to you by Jack in the Box. The Cardinals with a 6-2 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Ludwig, a big night for St. Louis. The offense, a big night. The Cardinals with 14 hits. A couple even from the pitcher, Braden Looper. Highlighted by the home run from Rick Ankiel, just the 24th this season for St. Louis. And that pitch is taken low and in. Jamie Quirk on the staff for Clint Hurdle, Royals' #1 pick back in 1972. He was 18th overall. And you might remember he spent a season with St. Louis back in 1983. He had a heck of a playing career, though, almost 20 years.
Well, Whitey Herzog, extended that playing career when he told him, you could prolong your career by becoming a catcher.
Grounder is tourist to his left.
Make you an emergency catcher type guy and stick around, became an outstanding pinch hitter. He was quite a high school quarterback, had over 100 collegiate offers, probably was headed to Notre Dame before signing that contract, and good guy. One of George Brett's closest friends, also very close with Clint Hurdle.
Here's a pitch and a strike to the leadoff man, Tavares. Jamie Quirk has a son that is playing still and apparently a pretty good player. A chance to make it to the big leagues, and this is Ludwig calling for it, calls off Isturis.
How good has Looper been?
Well, here's the question, and I'm not sure what the pitch count is. It's roughly around 90, and Schumacher's is in right field, but 97 for Looper. If he gets a quick out here, do you extend Braden Looper to the 9th?
Of course you do. It's not a save situation.
I don't know if it's that easy. This is Coors Field, I mean, there's not many complete games at this ballpark.
Put humidifiers.
So that's the reason that Looper's still in this game.
That's because he's pitched very effectively.
Very good tonight, and I think if you look, and we'll talk to him tomorrow about it, but you go back to the first inning, and I don't know about you, but he didn't seem overly comfortable.
No, he was, everything was elevated. Tavares got a base hit. Quintanilla got a base hit. And he got a pop-up of Holiday, and then the double play we showed you where the fly ball out to center off the bat of Todd Helton, and he threw out Tavares trying to go to third. That was really helpful. Second inning came out and he looked much smoother.
1-2 pitch. Quintanilla lines it into left center field, extra bases. This will roll all the way to the wall. Ankiel comes up firing again. On its way to third. He got him again. Oh, what a play.
That's
from Rick Ankiel. All the way from the track to third. The second time he has done it tonight. An unbelievable throw from Rick Ankiel. Unbelievable. Wow, what a play.
That
Gloss says, take this ball.
That was better than the first one because he did it from the track.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes.